Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out to lead the Giants as he's done since 2004, Eli Manning. And his hold on the job somewhat precarious coming into the year, but still, look, this is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP and the franchise's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdown passes as well. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And as we all know, in 2018, the New York Giants used the number 2 overall selection to select this running back, Saquon Barkley, and he did not disappoint. A lot of people thought they should take a quarterback, but when a guy gives you 2,028 yards from scrimmage, the most in the NFL, and not only is he Rookie of the Year, but first-team All-Pro, I think that's a wise draft choice.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, 4 catches, 57 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Into the red zone now. Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal, New York. Let's go, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Smith. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
The number 4 overall pick in the 2010 draft is left tackle Trent Williams. And oftentimes we talk about a guy of his potential and say just plug him in at left tackle for the next 10 years. But rarely does that work out. In this case, it's been spot on. A 7-time Pro Bowler. He patrols the blind side of all of his quarterbacks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft. Free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver, penalty flag had to come out.
Encroachment defense.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time.
Now heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Partner, as you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Manning, and he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Smith, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Smith, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Manning now to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Manning. Pass incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Manning to throw. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Rosas on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field.
Offense.
This is in the area where it might be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returning is Peppers. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gallman will run it.
The Redskins 40.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Manning. Hard throw, incomplete.
Manning's pass intended for 30 yards. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
26-yard line.
Incomplete.
Intended for Josh Dotson.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, Any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, let's get there.
They toss it to Thompson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here we go. 30 base. Here we go, here we go. 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jordan Reed. Incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Smith to Thompson on the screen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 44, Smith, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, it's Thompson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. To throw is Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
Again, Smith. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. To throw, it's Manning. It's caught by Coleman. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Redskins
out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Smith on 3rd down. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll turn to Thompson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And our players spotlight now as we turn our attention to Eli Manning. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Holding, offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
17 yards brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. B.J. Hill. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Smith throwing on 3rd and long. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready? 152. I got you. I got you.
Out of the gun, Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check. 3 down. 3 down.
Smith throwing again. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. To Thompson on the draw. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Off of play action, here's Smith. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the carry, Thompson.
The running back again, the ball carrier.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now is Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. Look at Eli against NFC East opponents in his career. He actually has a losing record career-wise against both the Cowboys and the Eagles, but against these Redskins, pretty good, 19-10. The two teams split the season series a year ago, both winning on the opposite squad's home turf. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Manning. That one caught by Ellison. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Manning to throw once more. Got a man, Slayton. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now Gallman, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 6-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun on third down, Manning toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Down. 70, Indy.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
5.
On first down, Thompson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Smith hands off to Geis. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be caught. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Vernon Davis.
Come on, fellas.
A gain on the play. He's forced out of bounds.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike, 54.
Here we go.
Get.
From midfield, here's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Everybody scoot up, scoot up.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Giants first
Heavy on
down.
the edges, heavy on the edges. Under 10, under 10.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
To throw again, Manning. And this is Latimer, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A delayed give to Gallman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire